Daryl here. This is my daily devotional. So, God's chosen people, they're the Jewish race. He promised Abraham, and he brought him to a new land, that his descendants wouldn't be numbered like the sand on the beach, like the stars in the sky. Couldn't be numbered. And so he is sworn, promised, covenant to keep the Jewish race. And as history reveals, when Joseph went to Egypt, he multiplied the people. They became so huge a nation. And God has protected them through history. Now we're studying through the book of Esther. And Esther is a very interesting book. Let me tell you a couple things about the book of Esther you might not know. Esther is the only book in the whole Bible that does not make a reference to God. There's no specific reference to the Lord, Yahweh, in any form whatsoever. In fact, decades ago when I was in school, I had to do a research paper on the Dead Sea Scrolls. And interestingly, I had a chance to be at the Dead Sea and was there at the Qumran caves and saw the caves where they found these scrolls not all that many years ago. The fragments of those scrolls, every book in the Old Testament, a fragment was found, except there was no fragment found from the book of Esther. But the book of Esther is a beautiful story that shows how God keeps his word by keeping his people. Because they could have easily been annihilated if God hadn't been working behind the scenes, putting Mordecai and Esther where they needed to be to foil Haman's evil attempt to destroy the Jewish nation, the people of God, because Mordecai wouldn't take a knee in his presence. And so to catch you up to where we are, we have Mordecai, the hero who had thwarted the possible assassination of King Xerxes by two of his doormen. And now Haman's evil plan has been revealed. Haman has been hung on a 75-foot tall gallows that was intended for Mordecai. And now we're in verse 1 of chapter 8, the book of Esther. That same day, King Xerxes gave Queen Esther the estate of Haman. And so now Haman has died. He had a huge estate. Esther's been given his land. She's given Mordecai the responsibility of overseeing or governing that land. But there's still the issue. Haman's decree to kill the Jews on a specific day was still out there. So verse 3, Esther pleaded with the king, falling at his feet and weeping. She begged him to put an end to the evil plan of Haman, which he had devised against the Jews. Then the king extended the gold scepter to her, and she rose and stood before him. If it pleases the king, she said, and if he regards me with favor and thinks it right to do, and he is pleased with me, let an order be written overruling the dispatches that Haman sent. So, for how can I bear to see disaster fall on my people? How can I bear to see the destruction of my family? And so the conclusion of chapter 8 is King Xerxes sending out the decrees to stop this evil plan of Haman that had already been sent out. He didn't have email. They didn't have text messaging. They couldn't quickly get the word out. And so they had to scurry about to send the word out to the people who were going to assassinate the Jewish nation. Well, we'll pick that up there tomorrow. But just know that the book of Esther is a beautiful book of God providing his promise, keeping his people. God bless you. Good day.